Hi, Gemini. This is Eileen with your 19 Psychic Tarot card reading. And you're starting the month of July with the Tower card. Now, this is a general reading, so some of these cards resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances. And I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. So for some Geminis, you might have this Tower card energy around you in July, talking about something crumbling. For some of you, it could be a relationship that hasn't been working out and it just kind of goes over the edge where it's just, time to pick up the pieces, just move on, start fresh. For others of you, this could be some kind of a living arrangement that hasn't worked out well for you. And then some of you, it could be a work related situation where you've been in a work environment that just hasn't been a good environment for you. Now, I am tuning in on a psychic level as well, and I'm feeling like for some people that they're like if there's a work situation, I feel like in general, I'm feeling like if this tower energy applies to you, and you already knew this was coming. That's what I'm getting here. I'm not feeling like it's some big shock. Now, for some of you who have this going on, it might come as a bit of a surprise, but you're not totally shocked, kind of like you already knew something was out of balance. And whether it's a work situation or a living arrangement or a relationship you've been in with someone. So things were already not right, not the way they should have been. It's like some aspects of it were good, and then there were problems also. And so I am feeling for some of you, there's some kind of a big argument that takes place also where somebody gets very defensive. I feel like for someone, this might be one person I'm tuning in for, you're dealing with someone who's not very realistic, or they're not, how should I say this, not as well balanced maybe emotionally as they could be, and they get very defensive and don't want to take responsibility for themselves, and you might be trying to point something out to them just in black and white and say, what, this is the way it is, or this is whatever it is. You're just being realistic and just upfront and honest about something, and this person you're dealing with gets way over emotional and gets mad and explodes. It's kind of like they don't want to take responsibility for anything. That's what I'm getting. That might be specific for one person. I mean, it could be a few of you who have this situation, whether it's in a personal relationship or in a work environment or something, or just some living arrangement. So anyway, it's like you were trying to be patient with this person. That's what I'm feeling like. And they just can't be, it's like you can't reason with them. And so for whoever has this tower energy, it's okay if something falls apart. It's just it wasn't right for you to begin with. This will leave the way clear for you to make a new beginning on solid ground. That's what this is all about. So just let go with the flow, and make up your mind. You're going to make a fresh start and make things a lot better, and just learn from whatever mistake have been made along the way. Next card you have is the Five of Swords. This could be tying in with this tower for some of you also. The Five of Swords is talking about someone who is very dishonest, okay? And now the swords do relate to the air signs of Gemini and Aquarius and Libra. So this person, if this person's around you, they might be one of the air signs, or they might have a lot of that in their chart. But this person you have already found out, or you're going to find out soon, they're very dishonest. They will steal, whether it's somebody's ideas or just right out steal money. I mean, it could be somebody around you that is willing to steal your identity, that sort of thing. So, but I feel like whoever this applies for, because like I said, it's a general reading. Some cards will resonate with you and others will not. I'm feeling like you're already kind of putting two and two together and realizing that you can't trust this person. They're not reliable. You can't believe anything they say. I am feeling for some of you, this could have been a personal relationship you've been in, like a romantic relationship. And at one time, they were putting on a nice facade and acting like they really had it together. And as you've gotten to know them, you've realized they really don't have it together. And not only that, they lie a lot and they're very dishonest. And they just live their life that way. This person has lived this way for years. And for others of you, this could be somebody in some business arrangement. It could be somebody in the work environment trying to steal your ideas or take credit for work that you do. It's all about them. Everything's about what they can get for themselves. They don't care how they get it. So, and just be careful if you are doing business in the way of, making a big purchase in buy of some kind, maybe a car or property or whatever. Do your homework and don't fall for any fancy sales talk from anybody. So but I feel like you're gonna, whoever this applies to, you're gonna be able to see through this person, or you've been around them long enough that you've seen how things don't add up, and it's like, no, no, this person's had their time. Okay, it's over. And then this is a good card to go hand in hand with these cards, the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is talking about having a lot of mental clarity in the month of July to see through things, see through people, cut through the fog so you can see things as they are rather than how somebody would want you to see them. So I get a lot of strong energy with this Ace of Swords card also, that you will be able to just cut through the fog, look at your situation objectively, whether it's people you're dealing with or some work situation or whatever it is, and make some good, sound decisions that are good for you and your life. So I get a lot of really strong energy with this. And this is a good card to follow these two, the Tower and the Five of Swords, because this is going to give you a lot of strength and a lot more confidence and good mental ability. And the air signs are really sharp minded people anyway, so you already are gifted with a very good intellectual capacity and mental capabilities of a sharp mind, but it's going to be even sharper in your eyes. So this is great. Okay, then the next card you have is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is talking about some of you worrying and maybe not getting enough sleep, losing sleep, worrying about something. And it could be what I'm getting here for some of you that this applies to. I feel like you've got other people that are giving you a bad time. It could be in the workplace. It could be people wanting to blame you or in some way look at you like you're not doing your share or you didn't do something right or you're not, whatever it is, you're not good enough, is what I'm getting. And I'm feeling for someone, whether this is one person or a few, that this is even people somehow connected either in your family, or if you have a mate or a partner, it might be your mate's family, friends, that type of thing. I'm just getting people being critical of you, criticizing, and making you feel like, it's like they make you feel like you're not that valuable of a person. And I don't feel like you've done anything wrong. I don't feel like you've done anything to these people, but it just makes your life miserable. So, I mean, the advice of this card, see, the swords are not poking the person. It's kind of like worrying about worst case scenarios. But really, the advice of this card is to take back your power and feel your own confidence and realize that if people are criticizing you and they're critical of you or treating you like you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, whatever it is, wanting to blame you for something, it could be anything because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. Some of it's work related, some of it's in more of a relationship, family situation. It might even be for some of you in a living environment. You need to feel your own confidence again and your own inner strength and realize these people are kind of miserable people anyway, and they like to criticize, they like to be judgmental of others, and they know you're different from them and they resent that, and so they're giving you a bad time. That's what I'm getting. So, but if a lot of times the way the universe works, if you're in a situation like that that's just making you so unhappy, it's the universe's way of squeezing you out of a bad situation. So if this is work or maybe some other relationship situation, you might want to look at it really objectively. Use that good sword energy you have and look at those circumstances and see if maybe you need to cut your ties with this group, whoever they are, whether it's a work situation, maybe there's a better job for you. I do feel like you're not supposed to be in this environment, and that's how the universe squeezes us out, you know? Okay, next card you have is the High Priestess. And that's another major arcana destiny card. And the High Priestess is talking about a lot of things going on under the surface that you might not even be aware of in the month of July. Now, some of these things can benefit you. For some of you, I feel like this could be a business or work related situation where there's going to be some new job opportunity. For some of you, it could be at your existing workplace. For others, it could be a job opportunity at another company, at some place you would enjoy working that's going to come through for you. I'm feeling like for someone, you know someone at a company who works at a particular company and they're speaking well on your behalf, and it feels like that company is doing well. It might be kind of a good sized company, they're doing well. And it's like you need to apply for a job with that company. So whoever you are, if a friend of yours says, I told them about you, I want you to apply, you need to go and just put in an application, put in your resume. Take their advice if you're looking for a better opportunity for yourself, because I'm feeling this company, if you go and make a really good impression and just do a real good job on an interview and all that, you could get step into a good situation at a new place to work. That's what I'm feeling like. And you might already feel like you're doing okay at your current employment, but it feels like this could be bigger. It feels like a bigger company or something, but they are doing well, is what I'm getting here. Now, for someone else, I'm feeling like this, whatever's going on under the surface, could be more of a relationship oriented situation where there's someone who um, I'm feeling secret admirer. Someone's got, and this might be a few of you, have a secret admirer where someone observes you, they're around you, but they're not in your close circle. So I don't know if this is someone in your workplace. It might be someone who notices you in the workplace. It could even be maybe around where you live or where you socialize with friends. The timing's almost right for you to meet them. You're supposed to meet this person. But I'm feeling they have already seen you, caught a glimpse of you around somewhere. And they find you attractive. This person's attracted to you, and they look at you, it's kind of like you make them smile when they see you. That's what I'm feeling like. So I'm feeling it. You're supposed to be crossing paths and meeting and getting acquainted, and this could be a really nice love relationship. Yeah, so I'm getting different scenarios for different people. Oh, the one good thing about the High Priestess card too, being an it's going to heighten your intuition. So you'll be able to listen to your feelings and listen to your intuition a little better than usual, even. Yeah, so there's a lot of good positive energy, and there could be some positive things going on behind the scenes that you benefit from in the month of July or thereabouts. And then the next card you have is the Hierophant card. And this is another major arcana card. And the Hierophant typically refers to the traditional religions or maybe even government institutions or academic institutions. And the Hierophant can talk about the religions that you grew up in. A lot of you might be still participating in whatever religion you grew up in. It can even refer to speaking to a wise person. Maybe if you're like I grew up in the Catholic Church, although I don't follow the Catholic religion now. If I were following in the Catholic religion and doing all that, then if I wanted to speak to someone, maybe I'd go speak to a priest. So depending on what kind of religion you grew up in, you might, if you're still participating, you might seek out their guidance on a particular matter. Or this can also have to do with your own personal individual spirituality, where you look at the religion, those organized religions, kind of like in a box. They are kind of um, restrictive. It's like you're supposed to do certain things and not do certain things, certain practices and rituals on certain dates and all that sort of thing. I know with the Catholic religion, it's that way, full of all kind of rules and stuff. And somehow if you don't do those things, God's mad at you and all that sort of thing. So So you might be looking at whatever religion you grew up in or just in the various organized religions and kind of see them as being in a little individual boxes, and that you have become a lot more expansive in your thinking and in your philosophies now. Over the years, you've gained a lot of wisdom and you're on a much more spiritually oriented path. However, you might still have appreciation for certain things that pertain to your religion. There might be certain activities you still participate in sometime. So I'm getting good energy overall from this card. Okay. And then the next card you have is the Lovers card. And the Lovers is talking about making choices in life, whether to enter a new relationship or to stay in a relationship that you're in already. Now, the Lovers card is about something that you're passionate about. So it's not necessarily just about a relationship with another person. This could be about a business you're passionate about, or maybe a creative endeavor, some kind of creativity you're involved in, or that you want to be involved in, that you're passionate about, that you could be making choices, making decisions. It could even be about the way you want your life to be, that you have passion about. You might feel like you're not really getting as much out of your life as you would like to. Like you would like to accomplish more, feel more like, I don't know, more confident, like you're headed somewhere, like you're accomplishing more of your goals or your dreams. So you might be making choices in mind about how to go about that, what you need to change. Or for some of you, though, it is relationship oriented. I feel like some of you are in a personal romantic relationship and why. And but you're kind of wondering about whether or not you want to stay with this person. That's what I'm getting for some of you, that you're seeing someone, and I feel like whoever I'm tuning in for, whether this is one person or a few, that whoever you're seeing, they're more interested in you and pursuing you than you are in them, even though you've been having a nice time with them. It's like you think they're a nice person and that sort of thing. So you have a nice time, but even when you're with them, you're kind of wondering if there's somebody better for you out there. You're feeling like you're not completely fulfilled, like you really would like to find that right mate for you. And I do feel for some of you that right mate is coming. That's why you're wondering about that. That's why that's going through your mind, because there is a better choice of a mate for you. So I feel like you're both kind of, your energies are radiating towards one another. You're being drawn together. You're just not together yet. So, whoever this applies to, don't make any big commitments to anyone unless you really feel it for that person in your heart. If you really feel like you're really compatible and this is a great for you and you're happy when you're with them, great. But if you're not and you're wondering and your mind's wondering when you're with them, even if you're having kind of a nice time, you're still thinking, I don't know, I'm this is not a dream. Don't don't just make a big commitment. You don't want to be tied up when the right person comes into your life. So okay, and then the next card you have is the Queen of Cups. And the cups do relate to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And so for some of you, you may be in the position of the Queen of Cups in the month of July. The Queen of Cups lives a nice kind of luxurious lifestyle. She knows she's got a lot to be grateful for. She enjoys certain luxuries, whether it's small luxuries or big luxuries, and she feels content with her life overall. I am feeling pregnancy for someone, okay? And you're feeling good. You're in a good place in your life. You feel comfortable financially, and you're enjoying your home and you're enjoying being pregnant. That might be one person I'm tuning in for. I am feeling for some of you who are in the place of the Queen of Cups in the month of July, that you may find yourself a little more introspective than usual, maybe a little bit quieter than usual. And you might, for some of you, you're going to have your right mate with you. For others of you, I feel like you're going to be having kind of a longing for that right mate, kind of like wondering, wanting that right mate for you to come into your life. And again, I'm feeling, if you're in this position, whoever I'm tuning in for, I feel like you are attracting the right mate. It's like you're longing for someone who is out there for you. That's what I'm feeling like. This person's searching for you, or they're longing for you. They're open and receptive to finding you. So I'm not sure if that's one or a few of you, maybe a few of you I'm tuning in for on this topic here. Now, for some of you, the Queen of Cups could just represent someone who's around you in your life. It could be a relative or possibly someone you work for who's in the role of the Queen of Cups. And this person can be very sensitive and kind and generous and but introspective. They may not always be very talkative and everything, but a nice, kind of considerate, compassionate person. Okay, and then the next card you have is the Justice card. And Justice is another major arcana destiny card. Justice for you Geminis who have been mistreated, who have had the rug pulled out from under you. You have justice coming to you. If you've been living a good life and just trying to do the best you can, and you feel you've been treated unfairly, or maybe this Five of Swords character stole something from you or cheated you in some way. Well, you might not get back whatever it was from that person, but the universe is going to give something back to you and balance things out. See the scales of justice there, the balance. Things have to be balanced. So if you were cheated, or also this can refer to possibly a legal situation. If some of you have a legal situation you're dealing with by the end of July, this could be favorable for you because I am getting good feelings overall. I'm getting fairness. Fairness. It may not be, it's not going to be lopsided. It's supposed to be fair and equal. So what I'm getting here. Yeah, I'm getting really, it's good energy, and I do feel like this applies to quite a few of you Geminis by the end of July, that things are going to be made right for you if they have not been. Things swing back in your favor. And this could have been where losses from the past, it could have been months ago or years ago, where you had setbacks, maybe that were not fair to you, but now the universe is balancing things back so you do have fairness. So you get back what you lost in some shape or form. Okay, then the last card you have, another major arcana card, the Magician. Now, the Magician is saying that you have everything you need inside of yourself to create your dreams, to accomplish your goals, to get your life the way you want it to be. And so don't feel like others have that control over your life or that some outside factors have that control. You take control. But the whole thing about the Magician, you have all these inner resources, but you have to put them to good use. You have to focus. You have to make it happen. It's kind of like a builder, somebody who builds houses. Let's just say they have all the tools and they've got all the materials and everything. They're standing out on a lot. It's like the house isn't going to build itself. The builder has to get out there, or a contractor, or whoever it is, and start doing the building, putting it together, as if it was that easy. But I don't know if building a house was the easiest, the best, the best example. Um, but I mean, that's the idea. You have to put the tools to use and make it happen, pull it together. And that requires focusing on what you want. Concentrate, focus on your dreams, your goals. And it's always a good idea to write your goals and your dreams and your wishes down. Get a notebook and just start writing in that notebook. And even maybe you can even put a goal for you set small goals for yourself too, as well as big goals, so you can be achieving small things, which gives you more confidence to keep tackling the bigger goals. You might have a goal of something to accomplish by the end of this year, maybe something else by the end of next year, or 3 years, or 5 years from now, and then break it into little pieces and find out how you can work at it little by little, even if you're only putting 30 minutes a day working towards this goal. It can be anything, whatever is going to make you happy. It's about your life, your happiness, getting things the way you want them to be, both in your personal life, your business, your home, everything. You need to work towards getting what you want for your life. And the Magician is here with that great, strong, fantastic energy to help you along. So you have some really good cards here for the month of July, especially ending on the Magician. That's a really nice ending to have. And this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Shiro Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. And so Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Gemini for 18? And if you like videos, be sure and subscribe so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And when you do subscribe, be sure and hit that notification bell to make sure you are notified. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And be sure and check your rising and moon signs, because those videos might also have some kind of messages or insights that would pertain to you. And all of them are there now for eyes, so just be checking on those. If anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Gemini for 18? Gemini, what is your message for Gemini? Fan these out. Oh, wow, I like this. Okay, this says alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Wow, I like this with this Magician card, with the Justice card, this Ace of Swords. You've got some really great cards, and this is like the icing on the cake. Alchemy. And is that a seal I'm looking at? Yeah, mermaid and a seal. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Wonderful message. I love that. Okay, now next I'm going to pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what's the message for Gemini for 19? What's the message for Gemini and 19? And then phase out. Okay, this one says assurance, and this is not mean. Much detail in these cards. Let me look this up in the book. Assurance. Oh, here it is. Assurance. Remain steady and be assured you are doing exactly what you are supposed to do. You might be seeing small signs that things, situations, and desires are just beginning to fall into place. Your focus and skills are intact. You will feel motivated to work areas and therefore you will feel motivated in work areas and therefore make good inroads on your usual work. New ways of dealing with things will occur to you. Fresh perspectives will appear. And as a result, your life will move towards harmony and balance. Trust yourself. You have everything you need, as the magician says. Fantastic. Perfect message. Last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. So, Archangels, what is your message for Gemini for 18? What's your message for Gemini? Gemini. For Gemini. Okay, I'm fan these out now. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one says sensitivity. Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Sensitivity, Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. That to me ties in with the High Priestess card, because you're going to have a heightened intuition in the month of July. So that would make you more sensitive as far as maybe tuning into other people, their emotions, or what's going on behind the scenes, and that sort of thing. Okay, so be sure and check your rising and moon sign videos. They're all there now, and see if any of those messages or insights might resonate with you. And be sure and subscribe so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Just make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. So have a wonderful day. Happy 4th of July if you celebrate the 4th. And thank you for watching the video, Gemini.